I've been obsessed with Norm Macdonald recently, who's a comedian. And me and some friends have been just like sharing interviews. And one of my friends said something interesting this morning where we were talking about this interview, and he says, Norm figured out the secret to most things: thinking about what's interesting and then just making it funny. Certain people can have some amount of success thinking about business opportunities or careers or hobbies that seem quote unquote good and then making them work. But the people who really succeed figure out what's interesting to them and then make it interesting to other people.
Hmm.
And I think that's the key to building. You build something that you find interesting to you and some amount of people, and you just evangelize it as much as possible.
I totally agree. I mean, I'm not a builder, but I use that in my writing. I have The Psychology of Money from Morgan Housel on my bookshelf. It's like seriously such a good book. But I was listening, I think it was the Tim Ferriss podcast, and I was listening to his podcast, and like Tim was asking about how he writes and how he thinks about what to write about and all these things. And his advice was very similar. And he basically said, write about what is interesting to you. Like the audience should be one person and it's you. And you're not that special. There's a non-zero chance that other people out there in the world will also find those things interesting. And then what also happens is like you never really burn out because you're only writing about the things that are interesting to you and talking about topics that are new and innovative to you. And then you also find your community that way. And it's like very authentic. Just want you in that same old predicament. Misery, love a company, think on it, pray on it. Sip a cup of tea. Never let the world be broken in the borders.